Hey there, it's Marley, aka Type 1 Reader, and welcome to a brand new reading vlog. I'm so excited for the reading vlog I'm doing this October. It is going to be a witchy themed reading vlog in celebration of Halloween and the fall witchy season. As you can see, I'm also wearing a Salem, Massachusetts sweater in honor of the witch trials because in this vlog, I actually go to Salem. I've already started the vlog, so I'm filming this intro after I've already gone on my trip. So I just thought it was perfect that I ended up going to Salem this year, the place that the witch trials happened. And I also decided to read 3 witchy books throughout the week as well. So I'm going to quickly introduce you to those books so then we can get to the vlog portion of the video. Starting out, I did read The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. This is by Sangu Mandanna. This is a more like cozy fantasy book about witches. We have our main character, Micah Moon, who makes like fake witchy videos online even though she is a real witch, and then she ends up getting recruited by these people who are raising 3 young witches and they need a witch's help to teach these girls magic, teach them how to control it. And so Micah goes there and it's kind of like a found family story. Also going to read the Ex Hex by Erin Sterling. This seems to be another cozy romantic type of book where this witch puts a hex on her ex, as you can imagine, and then thinks she's never going to see him again. I think like 10 years pass and then he does pop up again in her town and she finds out he really was hexed. She thought it was just kind of a joke that she had done, but he really is hexed. So I think she's trying to help him undo the hex and then they'll like fall back in love. And then the third book that I have is Cackle by Rachel Harrison, another witchy book. I think it takes place in like a small cozy town once again. I think they all kind of have similar vibes. And in this one, we're following a woman and she is not a witch like in the other 2, but she suspects that a woman in the town is a witch based on her behavior. And that's all I really know about this one. But as I've said in my previous videos and my TBRs, I'm really excited to finally read Rachel Harrison because she is such a popular author. So those are the 3 witchy books I'm going to be reading in the next couple of weeks. And you guys can see my Salem trip and any other kind of fall related things that I do. It's also my birthday when I'm in Salem, so there might be also some birthday stuff going on in the vlog. So let's get to it. Hello vlog, here for an update. Hopefully you enjoyed my footage from my trip to Salem. I don't know if I got a ton of footage. I also filmed a little reel that I'm gonna also post. It's really cool. I feel like it mostly was meant for you to just buy things and shop at all the little witchy Halloween stores. Speaking of, I'm going to give you a haul of everything that I bought while in Salem/Boston. And I haven't filmed the intro yet to this vlog, so hopefully I explained everything about how I went there for my birthday and started reading some witchy books while I was there, starting with The Secret Society of Irregular Witches, I believe is the title, and I'm actually halfway through that book now, so I wanted to update you. Good news, I am definitely loving this book. I feel like this is the female version or the witchy version of House on the Cerulean Sea. It's very, very similar in that it's giving the cozy fantasy found family vibes. We have our main character, Micah Moon. She is a witch, and in this world, witches have a very like isolated, lonely life because their parents always die. There's some sort of curse on witches where their parents always die, so they end up orphans. The witch that Micah is close to and kind of took her under her wing tells Micah that like witches should not group together because it's dangerous to have too much magic in one spot. But Micah's way of kind of still living out her witchy life is that she has this online persona where she's pretending to be a witch, but she really is one. So she's able to kind of do spells online and stuff like that. But people all just think she's doing like a gimmick. She's just pretending to be a witch, so she can get away with it. But then we have these 3 young witches. They're kids and they live in this home with some humans, and the humans want someone to come help these girls learn to control their magic because obviously these human people don't know how to do that. So they end up recruiting Micah to come live at this house with them and start teaching the girls. And so this is sort of the found family, the 3 girls, Micah, and then these other human people who also help take care of these girls. As you can tell why that kind of sounds like House in the Cerulean Sea as well. Micah also starts to develop a romance with one of the guys who works at this estate, the librarian, and he kind of has helped raise these girls since they were young. Super, super cute. I like the writing. The romance is really cute. I'm definitely into it. It's a grumpy sunshine dynamic where Micah is more of the sunshine one, and then he is like a grumpy librarian, finding it hard to trust her, whatever. It also was nice to be reading this when I went to Salem because obviously I learned about the Salem witch trials, which did not involve real witches. It was very tragic with people blaming the devil and witchcraft for these events, and 19 people were murdered or sentenced to death during the trials in Salem. Obviously very upsetting, but in current day Salem, there are like modern witches who believe in like the spiritualism and the elements and manifesting and more of like a positive view of like witches or Wiccans. So I feel like Micah's breed of witch is more similar to that because she's very like in touch with the elements, and it's very much just about like manifesting. It's none of the negative stereotypes that would come with witches. So I think it was really nice to be reading this book during that time, and I would highly recommend this book so far. I'm really liking it. In terms of what I got in Salem, I kind of have to remind myself because I haven't taken it out yet. I just got back yesterday. 2 things I am wearing though are a couple of these rings. So I forget what material this is. I probably should have remembered, but it's supposed to like block negativity. And then I got this other ring as well. I forget the name of this stone, but it is kind of similar in that it's supposed to relieve stress and tension. So I thought I needed that. I mean, everyone gets a little bit stressed, and so I felt like these 2 rings would be good to have. Let's see what's in this ring. I did get this free gift from one of the shops, like this wooden block with some little witch feet, so that's cute. I'll probably put this on my bookshelf. I'll probably put most of this on my bookshelf because it's all very like little things. Oh yeah, so these are some earrings that I got, some little pumpkins, kind of just a classic Halloween fall earring that I can wear this month. What's in here? Oh yeah, I got a little sticker, a little ghosty sticker with a pumpkin. There were so many little cute crafty things like this in Salem. Like it was kind of overwhelming. I didn't know which ones to choose. I don't know where I'm gonna put this sticker right now. I think maybe on my new laptop that I got, or maybe on my e-reader. This store was so cute though. Moody's, they had really, really cute things there. My goodness, it's wrapped so much. I got these little wooden blocks. Nothing crazy, nothing too special, but I don't know, little decor I can again put on my bookshelf, a little jack-o'-lantern and a little rest in peace. Kind of random. Then let's see what this one is. God, it is a chore to open this. I forgot how cute these were. Okay, look at this. It's like a little ceramic glass thing. I don't know, looking back, it's like, I'm kind of like, was this the best thing to buy? I just thought it was so cute when I saw it. And then these little pumpkins. Again, that same kind of material, like, I don't know what it's called. It's like ceramics or something. But I just thought it was so cute. Oh my gosh. And then, let's see, one more thing from the store. Oh, and this rope. I did like a spell casting when this modern witch, as I was talking about, walked us through a spell casting, and we put like our intentions for our spell on this rope, and I actually still need to bury it or burn it or do something like that to like return it to the earth for the spell to come true. So better keep that and do that. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so annoyed unwrapping these. Oh yeah. So these are two little hearts. So this is the Libra, which is my symbol, my astrological symbol, and then this is an Aries, which is Dakota's. So I thought these are just two cute little hearts, again, to have as decoration like on my bookshelf or just somewhere in the house. So that's what I got there. Let's see what this one is. Oh, these are my bookmarks. Okay, so I was like, okay, it makes sense for me to get bookmarks, right? I don't think these cost too much either. So I think it was $4 for something. So obviously they're mainly like Halloween themed. I think this is my favorite one. Ghosts with little flowers. That's cute. I feel like maybe this was Dakota's favorite, so maybe I'll give him this one. And then this one has little cats on it. So can't wait to use these this October. And then, oh yeah, oh my gosh, I got such random little things, but things are so expensive. Like, it was just hard to buy like bigger things, but I got this little crystal cat. I think this is rose quartz. So what is that supposed to mean? Is that like calming as well? Is this rose quartz? I don't know, but I just needed to have one of these little stone cats, and I just thought it was so cute. And this is a cute bag. Okay. And then what's in here? Then we went to a ghost hunting thing where we were like kind of ghost hunting using this equipment. And she also gave us these pendulums. I did have to buy it after, but this is the one that she had given us to use. And basically you're just supposed to like ask it questions, and then it will like point to whatever it is that's the answer. I just thought that was kind of a cool souvenir to take from the ghost hunting. This I think is my Boston magnet. Yeah, because we also explored Boston. I got this fridge magnet. I get magnets a lot when I travel, and lobsters were obviously a big thing there. I had a really good lobster mac and cheese, so I got this magnet for Boston. We went to a comedy show at Improv Asylum, so I would recommend. It was a really, you know, funny improv show. And then, sorry this update's so long, this had to get checked during security. They did not like seeing this shape in my luggage. A little candle, a Winifred Sanderson candle from Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus is one of my favorite movies of all time. It is a Halloween movie, but like it's one of my all-time favorites. And so because they filmed a lot of the movie there, and of course I saw the different buildings, I went and visited them, I wanted a souvenir that had something to do with Hocus Pocus, and I was kind of struggling to find something that really stood out to me. But I've always wanted one of these candles, how you can get them with like different figures on it. So yeah, so I got this, again, just kind of a decoration for maybe my bookshelf or around the house. I'm gonna need more room on my bookshelves after this. And then it's just the sweaters that I got. So I got a Salem sweater with a witch. I didn't love a lot of the designs, to be honest, not to shade the people of Salem and the shops, but I wasn't finding a ton that stood out to me. But I did manage to find this one. We did a tour of Harvard, of course, when we were in Boston / Cambridge is where it's actually located. And we did the Harvard tour, which was very interesting. And of course I had to get a Harvard sweater. I was gonna just get like a shirt, but then I was like, no, I think a sweater is just like more comfy and more fun. So I wanted something with still their iconic like red color, but yeah. And so it's a real Harvard sweater. It's not just one of those fake ones that you can probably get that would be a lot cheaper. But oh well. So yeah, that is my haul from my trip. Can't wait to continue on with this vlog, and I swear it's gonna be more reading from now on. Oh no, I'm always scared to
Don't point at windows, bro. You point at walls.
What am I supposed to point at?
It'll be okay. It's your champagne birthday. Okay, you got it.
I can't open it.
How much? I just don't think you're putting enough pressure on.
It's starting to come loose, and now I'm scared.
Then just pop it. Just aim for the wall and pop it. It's almost done. Like, it's right at the very end, Marley.
Why is it so scary? It's actually foaming.
Oh my gosh.
Cheers to 28. Cheers to 28. Here for an update. So I have finished the Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, and this was such a cute, sweet, lovely read that I really would recommend to everyone. See why it has been so popular online. I won't say it's like perfect, like I didn't end up rating it 5 stars. I did rate it 4 stars though. It was just so sweet and heartwarming. The romance was really, really cute. I love that dynamic, as I said before. There was a couple twists at the end. One of them I did not expect, and one of them I actually did guess. So that's kind of the perfect match when there are some predictable things, but also some things that surprise you. It just had a really lovely ending, and I honestly would want to read more of this world. I don't think it's a series. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you know more than I do. I don't think it's a series, but this is just a world that I think could be. Like, it's so cute and cozy, and I feel like there's a setup where we could follow other witches that take place in this world. I have not read too many witch books before, which is why it was perfect for me to do this themed reading vlog. I feel like I really like reading about witches, which shouldn't be surprising, I guess. So yeah, really recommend this book. Now I have started the Ex Hex, but I'm still pretty early on, so we'll hold off on updating on that yet. Yesterday, I actually went with some friends to do some apple picking. I totally forgot to vlog. I'm really sucking at that lately of getting B-roll and stuff, but I might include some clips that my friend was nice enough to send me. So we'll see if I put some of that in. And I also did grab some dinner with another friend. It was my first time trying Peruvian food, so I think I'll put those clips in. But they also gave me some gifts since it was my birthday. I don't want to be that person that's just constantly like hauling and bragging about the stuff I have, but I thought I would just show you guys my gifts. So one of my friends got me a new wallet, a Kate Spade wallet, which is so nice of her. I really needed a new wallet because she actually got me the wallet I already had like years ago. So I was definitely due for a new wallet, and this one is so cute and so nice and absolutely love it. My other friend got me a few different things. Some of them are like some low sugar, low carb snacks, which is really nice. As we know, I'm diabetic, so these are 2 that I do like to have. The Lindt dark chocolate, 70%. I actually can go all the way up to 90, and I do eat up to 90%. And then these Russell Stover peanut butter cups. This is one I haven't tried before, Nim Nums. It's little cookie dough bites, and it looks like there's about 2 carbs for 1 little cookie dough bite. So I'm excited to try these because I do love cookie dough. They got me this really nice candle, Sacred Sage soy wax candle. I think it's nice because I feel like I normally just buy candles that have like festive scents, so it'll be nice to just have like more of a clean scent. And this one, oh, this is a good one to show on here, a shirt that said Book Girl Summer. So that is really cute and obviously perfect for me. I'm gonna have to wear this in an upcoming video. And then yeah, we got a bunch of apples which I'll show. And yeah, it was just a really nice time. Now I'm headed to a bridal shower. Pretty much I think like the first one that I've ever been to. So hopefully this is fun. It'll give me some time to read while I take the subway there. And yeah, so I'll be back when I have an update on the Ex Hex. It's getting a little spooky in here. What's up? I'm here for a halfway check-in for the Ex Hex. I got a lot of reading in yesterday on the subway because there were a bunch of delays, which were not great, but you know, at least I had more time to read. I'm actually quite liking this book. It has very similar vibes to The Secret Society of Irregular Witches. I wanted to originally space these 2 books out, but I have to return this one to the library soon, so I'm reading them back to back. But in the Ex Hex, the setting is a very small town, and our main character is once again a witch. witch. The prologue of this book shows her as a 19-year-old girl just recently having her heart broken by this male witch named Reese. Her and her cousin are kind of drunk. She's upset and they end up doing this fake little hex on Reese. They don't think it actually worked. They were just kind of, you know, in the moment being goofy, I guess. But it's 10 years later. Reese comes back to town. He's originally from Wales, so that's where he's been for the last decade. But he has to come back to town for some business, and the curse kind of like hits him as soon as he's back in town. So we find out, no, like it was a real curse. It was real magic that they did. All of this stuff is going wrong with his magic, and it ends up affecting the whole town. And so now our main girl is having to help him try to reverse the curse and save the town because magic is all wonky and things are going wrong and stuff like that. So it's a very fun premise. Also getting the male point of view as well, which typically I don't love, but so far it's not bothering me too much. I do quite like the character of Reese, and I think it's helping for us to kind of build out his backstory with his brothers and his dad. The romance between them is really good. I think they have really good chemistry, like good sexual chemistry and stuff. I'm just really enjoying it. I think it's a really fun time. I'm so happy I'm doing this witch reading blog because I just think these witchy books are so fun. So yeah, I will get back to you once I have finished it, but so far it's giving 4-star vibes. I'm not sure about 5 stars. Can't wait to see what other little witchy things they get up to. Alright, I showed you my Pillsbury haul, and now it's time to talk about the Ex Hex, which I just finished seconds ago. I continued to really enjoy this book. It very much felt like this town, Graves Glen, I think it was called, really felt like Salem. I think it's a fake town, but it basically seemed to be based off Salem, maybe, in having like a witchy history and just having a small town cozy feel that gets very into Halloween. There's lots of witches and little witch stores. Like Vivi, our main character, helps out with her aunt and her cousin's witchy store. So just excellent fall Halloween vibes, and it continued to feel like a movie. Like it was very entertaining, and I could easily have seen this being like a rom-com movie. Sorry about the sirens. As I already explained, like it has the romance thread throughout, but then it has these characters trying to save the town, which has been cursed, dealing with ghosts, dealing with like possessed objects, all of these different things they have to do, their, you know, family issues they have going on. I feel like, you know, it could have been even better. So that's why I'm gonna give it 4 stars only. I did really like the romance, but it was quite steamy. Like they very much have a sexual chemistry. Not even that there was that many of those scenes. It's just kind of one of those things where the characters are really horny throughout the book. Like their inner monologues are very much like being aroused by each other constantly. So it's that kind of thing, which is not necessarily my favorite thing, but just, yeah, such a fun book. Such a fun book. I'm gonna have to go look at reviews now because I feel like this actually got mixed reviews. So I'm kind of interested to see what people didn't like about it. But I feel like you can't really critique it that much. Like it's just a fun time. The main character, Reese, is very jokey, very funny, very kind of flirty, and it all just definitely worked for me. So another book I would definitely recommend. And now it's time to get into my final witchy book as we head into the Thanksgiving weekend, the Canadian Thanksgiving. I say heading into the weekend, sorry, it's Tuesday, so I very well might finish this book before it's Thanksgiving. But anyway, Peach says hi. Don't you? Don't you? Aw, don't look so scared. Checking in for my 50% update of Cackle by Rachel Harrison. I'm actually a bit sick. I'm starting to get a cold, or I'm fighting off a cold, so that has not been great. A little nervous that I'll get a full-on cold, and I just hate that. But anyways, I have really been enjoying Cackle so far. It is definitely a little bit different than the previous 2 books because there's not really a romance. At least there's not one yet. So yeah, sorry, I'm having like brain fog right now from this cold or whatever is going on with me. So yeah, there's no romance, but it does take place in a small cozy town again. So we do have that theme. Basically, our main character is a woman named Annie. She's about 30 years old. Her boyfriend just broke up with her. This was like a very serious 10-year relationship. They lived together. She thought he was her man, so she's really upset, and that's why she has moved to this small town. Kind of have a fresh start. She has a new job teaching at the high school. So that's the backstory there. One of the most horrific things I will say is her job as a teacher, teaching these high school students. I could never in my life, I would never want to be a teacher, but especially not for preteens or teenagers. They're just so like bad behaved, and they're like bullying her in this book. Just awful. But that's not the real horror. The real spookiness of this book is the fact that there is this woman in town named Sophie who Annie immediately kind of befriends. She's this beautiful woman who seems to have it all together. But as time goes on, it kind of seems like this woman is a witch. People kind of act strange around her. She has some strange behaviors and suspicious things that she's doing, and it seems like she is a witch. And Annie is just getting to know this woman, and I don't really want to say more than that. Like, I don't want to give too much away, but it's a quite like lighthearted feel, but then there will be these odd like spooky scary things in it. So I think that's why it's called a cozy horror. I don't think it's gonna get too scary, but there still are those little like ghosty witchy things going on. I keep saying ghosty witchy in this vlog, sorry if that's getting annoying. Yeah, it's funny. I feel like I'm getting very like annoyed with Sophie's character though, and Annie, to be honest. Like, I don't feel like her reactions to things are quite normal. She is very much like desperate for connection though. Like, she has gone from boyfriend to boyfriend to boyfriend and just like never been alone. So she's really desperate for like human connection. And so I think, you know, obviously Sophie's kind of preying on that. So I think maybe that's where like the commentary will come in, because I think Rachel Harrison's known for commentary, and obviously horror in general is known for like having a lot of social commentary. So I think maybe it's just about like how desperate people will put up with stuff even though it's terrible, just because like it makes them feel good. I don't know, we'll have to see as we get further into it. I think it's gonna be a pretty quick read. It's like just under 300 pages, so it looks like I probably will be reading this as I go to my mom's for Thanksgiving, unless I can finish it in the next 24 hours. But I am going to be doing some baking tonight, which I will show. Hopefully those things turn out. We're gonna make a cookie cake and some sort of pie or like apple crumble. Attempting to make the viral cookie cake. This is the before. Let's see if it turns out. I think it worked out. Yay! Next up, apple pie, apple crumble. Okay, that's it. That's all. This looks like a meat pie. Hey guys, I'm here at my mom's house, but on my commute here, I did finish Cackle by Rachel Harrison. Overall, I just really adored this book. Just like the other two books I read in this vlog, I feel like I just had such a good time with all of these books. And I think I just love witches now. I really need to read more witchy books. And this one, it really is very character focused on Annie and her kind of growth and development. By the end, her story really changes. Her situation really changes over time, and I like where we ended up. I wouldn't even call this a horror. Like, it's interesting that this is described as a horror. I know it's a cozy horror, but I really would just kind of say it's like fantasy. Obviously there is magic and witches in it, but I did not find it to be like too horrific. The social commentary, I did kind of figure out what the message was as the book went on. I know I was talking about that a little bit in the first update. It's definitely about like womanhood, like being a woman and the expectations that are put on us in terms of how we have relationships and live our lives and stuff like that. And I really liked what it ended up saying at the end and where our characters ended up. is what I'll say. And I just kind of wish that I was a witch. I kind of just want to be a witch after reading this book. I'm gonna give it 4 stars, similar to the other 2 books. I just think I had a really good time, but I didn't quite get that 5-star feeling from any of these books. That being said, still really enjoyed all of them and still really would recommend them. And I look forward to reading more of Rachel Harrison's books for sure, especially if she continues to have this interesting commentary on being a woman. That's definitely something I am interested in and invested in. Obviously, with being a woman myself, this book is quite funny. I can tell Rachel Harrison is probably a funny person, and I think I'm just gonna like her stories and her writing and her other books as well. There's a lot of cute stuff going on. There's little spider creatures. The friendship is really nice in this book, and yeah, I just really had a good time with this, so I wanted to pop in here and close out the vlog and let you guys know that. In terms of my, maybe I should do a ranking. I know I rated all of these books 4 stars, but in terms of like my enjoyment level, I don't know, I almost want to say Cackle would be number 1. I just like that it was a little bit different. It wasn't a typical romance like the other 2 obviously had romance highly involved. I like that this had other things that were kind of going on. Then I don't know, then maybe The Secret Society of Irregular Witches. I feel like the writing maybe was a little bit better in that book, and the romance was definitely better. It wasn't as focused on like the characters being horny. And then last would probably be the Ex Hex, but I still really loved all of them. So that's gonna be the end of this vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you will let me know any witchy book recommendations you have in the comments, because I definitely want to read more witch books, and let me know if you have thoughts on any of the books I read. I hope you have a great rest of your fall season, a great October, and I'll catch you guys in my next video soon. Bye.